Some might say this could be a Frogmore fright for Meghan Markle and Prince Harry upon their return back here to the United Kingdom. As ever though, what are we talking about? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of London. As ever, nice to see you today. By the way, if you're looking for a new job, I found the perfect one for you. In fact, it might be not so bad for me. Do you struggle to find a painter and decorator? I don't know what it's like in your part of the world, but really over here, there's a desperate shortage of that sort of skill, you know, that sort of person that can do and make your home or outside look wonderful. And seemingly, our gracious monarch, Her Majesty the Queen of 70 years, is struggling to find the same, because on the royal website right now, she's looking for a painter and decorator to go across all palaces. Now, we're not quite sure whether they're going to be looking after those worldly art goods and stuff like that, but nonetheless, what a nice job, you know? I mean, it's not badly paid either. I don't know about you, but if I was one of those tradesmen, I would sort of go into that, because it gives you the kudos, doesn't it, to say, almost by royal command, you know, you've been the plumber or the painter or decorator in royal palaces. What a nice job. It's around about £30,000 a year, so not overly paid, because obviously they've got to snap their purses shut like everybody else in this cost of living crisis. But as I say, not a bad thing to do. And you never know, do you, who you're going to find wandering the corridors of Buckingham Palace, Windsor Castle, Balmoral, all those sort of places. Ooh, definitely, I'd love it. As ever though, to your breaking royal story of the day. This story is fascinating as ever for me in itself, because as we now know, Harry and Meghan have decided to make that return. You know, those private, I love these private people that say, we don't want anything, you know, we're private and we don't want the media noticing. Then they announce where they're going to be, at what time, what they're going to be doing. Every single facet of their forthcoming fake royal tour is going to be detailed, because they want the maximum publicity, simply because they need to make sure that they have maximum interest for their paymasters like Spotify and Netflix. Just putting that out there. But they may want to check all of their post and boxes and everything first when they return back to their rented accommodation out at Frogmore on the estate of Windsor Castle. Now, it already centres upon this book, which has remained a #1 bestseller in the Sunday Times bestseller list for the author Tom Bower. We're talking, of course, about Revenge, the book that really has got everybody talking, going to supersede everything in the royal book circles this year. It's just a fact. You know, when you look at it, the publishing groups do like anybody that can actually make the money. And certainly right now, Mr. Bower is making his return and more. But what's interesting here is there's a big climate moving to make sure that if Harry and Meghan do go on any walkabouts, seemingly to meet the public, their adoring fans, which will be all carefully crafted in advance, trust me, then there are plans to try and get somebody to place that book in either Meghan or Harry's hand. Now, you know, I'm not making this up. I've seen this before. It's a great publicity stunt for the people concerned. Not condoning it in any way, but when you think about it, you know, it would be the front page story of every newspaper, wouldn't it? And more importantly, as I say, if you're Prince Harry, check your mailbox at Frogmore, because they've already decided to start sending copies of the book in case you have a little downtime and you want to gen up on your wife's past history. That's their words, not mine, as ever, we have to say allegedly. Great fun in many respects, because this is the thing you can expect now when you don't necessarily have that close protection of the monarchy. And that's possibly one of the reasons why they want to make sure they do secure this when they return to London. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.